October 9th, Thursday, Luke 11 5 to 13. In the Gospel reading today, Jesus presents a powerful teaching on persistence in prayer through the parable of a friend in need. The story is simple yet profound. A man goes to his friend at midnight, asking for bread to feed an unexpected guest. At first, the friend refuses, citing the inconvenience of the late hour. But because of the man's bold persistence, his friend eventually gets up and gives him what he needs. This parable teaches us an essential lesson about our relationship with God. Sometimes we may feel as though our prayers are going unanswered. We may grow weary and think that God is distant, unaware of our struggles. Yet, this passage encourages us to keep asking, seeking, and knocking because persistence moves the heart of God. The power of bold prayer. Jesus highlights the importance of approaching God with confidence. The man in the parable did not hesitate to go to his friend even at an inconvenient time because he had faith that his request would be heard. Likewise, we are invited to approach God with boldness. Hebrews 4:16 reminds us that we can approach God's throne of grace with confidence so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. Bold prayer is not about demanding from God, but trusting in His goodness and willingness to provide. We can come to Him at any time, knowing that He is always ready to listen and respond. Persistence pays off. Jesus emphasizes persistence. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. Each action, asking, seeking, knocking, represents a level of intensity. Sometimes our prayers require persistence because what we are asking for may involve deeper spiritual growth, trust, or timing that is different from our own. The persistence of the man in the parable paid off, even though the friend initially hesitated. This reminds us that God's delays are not His denials. There are times when we need to wait and persevere, trusting that God's timing is perfect. We must continue to pray even when the answers seem far off. God's faithfulness as a loving Father. At the heart of this passage is the assurance of God's character. Jesus asks, "Which of you fathers, if your son asks for a fish, will give him a snake instead?" Jesus compares earthly fathers who give good gifts to their children with our Heavenly Father who gives even better gifts. If imperfect humans can give good things to their children, how much more will our perfect Father in heaven give to those who ask? Dear friends, this comparison reveals that God is not just a distant deity, but a loving Father who delights in giving food, good things to his children. He hears every prayer and answers them according to his wisdom, love, and timing. Wishing you a good day, Father Paul, CSSR from Bangalore.